The video I've chosen for today is one that Ross Hat's produced for my daughter HBK8661, and this is perfect. So enjoy the video, and I really hope you guys can stay to the very end because what I've got to say is really important. As you probably gathered, and a lot of people do know, this is the last video that will appear on this channel. There's a few reasons for that. However, let's share the good news first, which is that I've landed my dream job and I'm absolutely delighted. And it's also reinforced the belief in the sense that you can achieve whatever you set out to achieve in life, no matter how hard it is. Hence the intro that I've used there. Be inspired, and if there's something that you really want, go out and get it because you will achieve it. Now, I started YouTube, a couple of years ago because I was in really poor health, okay? My health was really bad. I hadn't worked for a couple of years, and really this was done to relieve the boredom, okay? And I managed to achieve, a certain level of success, in my opinion, without really, wanting to be a big YouTuber or be successful. Things like, having over 4 million views and having achieved over 11,000 subs over time is phenomenal for me. And I hope that some of the advice that I've passed on in previous videos, even though I can be quite blunt at times, but believe me, when I say things for a reason. And I'm also not scared to say what a lot of people are thinking, but most importantly, I say what needs to be said at any given time, okay? And so it's all there for a reason, and it depends on how you can handle or cope or interpret what's being said. Now, I started this, as I said, because I was in poor health, and a couple of my favourite commentators, Despotic and Doc Usher, kind of gave me the confidence to try this. And I've had a few good videos here and there. This video that you're watching now is probably my favourite YouTube video ever because it showcases my daughter's skills, which have only got even better in the gaming world. But that's not everything. Everything that I do and everything that I try and hope to achieve is for my daughter. She doesn't live with me, and having landed this job is going to be able to provide a life which I never thought was possible. Okay, so I'm absolutely delighted and thrilled with this news, and it's sad at the same time because I'm going to have to leave YouTube, but to be honest, I have had a lot of problems on YouTube, and that mainly comes from people who have taken advantage of me. Obviously I did pretty well on occasion, and a lot of people have latched on and really taken advantage of my kind nature. So over the last 12 months I've had to be a lot harsher in my approach with certain individuals. I've also learned the hard way in that respect, that people are always there to take you for whatever they can. And I've lost some who I felt were good contacts in that respect, due to the greed that YouTube causes people to have. YouTube changes almost 99% of people that I've come across in my time, and only a few of those people have really stayed true to who they are. And I can assure you that I've always tried to help people, and that's just my nature. And thankfully I've managed to help people grow on YouTube and achieve better results. But this is not just about YouTube, this is life in itself. So today's video, guys, if there's anything that you can take from it, is just believe in yourself, okay? YouTube is not the be all and end all of life, okay? I've learned that. I initially thought I was going to, do this full time, but as you've noticed over time, I've kind of cut back on what I was doing and focusing on, getting my health back on track, getting fit, getting well, going to the gym, educating my mind, reading, listening to audiobooks, learning. And I'm 36 years old, and I've only now landed the job that pretty much is my dream job, okay? I can't ask for anything better, and it's absolutely perfect. So this video, as I said, is a message to all my subscribers, old and new. And for those new subscribers that are still listening at this point, I'm really sorry that you've came across this channel and you've subscribed recently and it's now come to an end. I really wish that I could continue this you know, even on a part-time basis, but I just can't. I'm going to be too busy traveling and working, you know, hard as I can. So I want to thank everybody, Despotic, Dog Usher, Silver Rook, Laura, and Jotun, you know, especially, and please believe in yourself, and I cannot thank you enough for all the support. Take care, guys, and stay to the end.